This is a video tutorial for the Scheduler Grid View tools that are available on it. So to access any of these tools, the first thing you want to do is to go to the Scheduler Grid View. To access that, go to the Scheduler tab, click the drop-down arrow on the right side, and then select Scheduler Grid View from the list of drop-down choices. First thing you're going to see is obviously blank when we logged in here. But we can go to a specific day if we would like to. So if there's a specific day you need to go to on the calendar, just make sure you go ahead and click that date. And then you can go down and select either a provider, or you could also select a client as well. You can also select both. But for purposes of this, really quickly, we're just going to go in and we'll just select a client so we can look at some of the tools that are available. When we first double click into a client, what you're going to see pop up is the day view. So we're looking at just the day here, and we know that we're looking at the day because it's highlighted in red. If we ever want to look at the week view for that same individual, we absolutely can. Just click on the week button, and it will show you everything that's going on for the week for that particular client, therapist, or both. If you want to toggle between the weeks, you easily can. Just use these arrows up on the left side of the screen to either go forward or backward by a week. If you see issues buttons, like we see over here, we have some buttons that are highlighted. That means there's an issue going on with the session based on the session creation rules that were checked. If it is in yellow, that's very important. That typically means that we are over the authorized hours that are tied against the client's insurance authorization. So very important. And then when you want to look at those, just click on the view button. If we look on that, it's going to let us know what the issue is. It's letting us know the minutes or units are for this day are off, and we have another one. We can always look at that too. That just means sessions are scheduled in client non-availability hours. So always make note, if you see any issue buttons over here, go ahead and click on them to see what they are, and then make sure you resolve those issues within the system. You can also look at your monthly and total authorization utilization as well within the scheduler. All you need to do for that is just go ahead and select one of the activities, come down to the drop down here, and then choose monthly utilization and total utilization. Click OK. Once we've clicked OK, you'll see below for that selected activity, it's going to show us the units, and if it's written in units in the authorization, it'll break it down by hours for you as well. So we're authorized for 40, we have 22 scheduled, we've rendered 5, so we can still schedule an additional 13 hours this month. Based on the total authorization, you'll see the totals here as well. And you can do that for any activity that's listed there. So if I close this one, we can also look at it for supervision. Go ahead, we could select it. Again, go to monthly total utilization, click OK. And then we'll see down here what's been authorized and what's available for us. Very simple to do those things within the system. The next thing that we wanted to do, or look at another tool that's available for you, is you can also change the repeat time. So if we have a consistent time that a client is scheduled and maybe the parents want to move that time, or you guys need to move that time, and they're always scheduled from, in this example, from 9 to 11 with this particular provider, we can just go ahead, we could select that right there. And in the drop down, we can come down and say change repeat time, select that. You'll put in your new repeat time, update it, and it will update that new repeat time for all sessions for that client, that specific activity, with that specific provider or therapist, okay? You can also do some other things in here. You can make sessions not billable if you need to. You can delete repeat sessions. You can delete a single session. So there's quite a few tools that are available for you. Just make sure that you select the appropriate session that you want to make that action to, go through the drop down, and then go ahead and click OK. So that kind of concludes just the tools that are available really quickly within the scheduler, and from here we'll continue on with some other scenarios that are available for us within the scheduler.